Right. Hello. I am back with How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad reading. I will start reading at chapter 3. Lengthen your life. In order to lengthen our lives, we must begin with what we put in us that retains life. Master Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, comes to prolong the lives of the believers. There is not a shadow of a doubt that He, Allah, has taken the proper steps to give us more life in order to have and enjoy the pleasures of life. He, Allah, said, what we eat keeps us here, and the same will take us away. Suppose we ate 1/2 pound of food a day. At the end of 365 days, we would have eaten 182.5 pounds of food per year. But we eat more than this amount. For instance, if we lived 50 years, we would eat 50 times as much food at a half pound of food a day. If we saw 9,000 pounds of raw food piled up before us to consume, we would think that this would be a lot of food to go through our bodies. And we would think that it probably would wear us out to eat that much food in our lifetime, although we eat tons of food in our lifetime. And if this food is not the proper food to eat, it will wear away our body and cut short 70 years of our lives. On the average, our people are living around 62 years. This is a very short life to live on an earth that has been here trillions of years. And yet, the average of us cannot live 100 years under the present system of civilization of wickedness. Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, comes to prolong our lives, not to shorten them, by correcting our eating habits to 1 meal a day instead of three, and by teaching us to eat the proper foods that will not destroy us or shorten our lives to less than 100 years. His, Allah's teaching us to eat better food and to cut our eating from 3 and 4 times a day to once a day will suddenly prolong our lives and increase our beautiful appearance. A person who eats like an animal 3 to 4 times a day and all between meals cannot retain a beautiful appearance. Eating 3 times a day and all between meals removes the body's attractiveness in many ways. We eat meat, but yet meat is not good for us. It becomes a habitual tool. This type of food poisons the blood and goes into the flesh and cannot help but transform and destroy the surface of the flesh. Take, for example, a newborn baby. Many times its beauty lasts for just a short while and then passes away its growth. Even in our late 20s and early 30s, because the life that we live and the frequent eating of poison food, our beautiful appearance begins to pass from us so rapidly until by our 40s and 50s is nearly completely gone. Let us eat 1 meal a day and try getting the best food that we can to eat. Vegetables, fruits, pure fresh milk, and pure whole wheat bread that has been cooked slowly twice. Doing this will help us to live longer and retain our beautiful appearance much longer. Do not get into the habit, or if you are already in the habit, stop it, of eating a lot of greasy foods, regardless of whether the grease is from animal flesh or not. Our bodies by nature are not made to digest and control grease or lots of fat. Thousands of minor ailments disappear from us by eating the proper food and at the proper time, 1 meal a day. He, Allah, teaches us never to eat unless we are hungry. Eating when we are not hungry causes these minor ailments. We are forcing the body to digest food before it is calling for this food. Take the hog and the dog. They do not live very long because they eat daily and nightly. The present civilization is an enemy to righteousness. Since they were put over us to rule us, they had to find a different way of ruling us other than the good old way of our fathers who lived several hundred of years, some nearly 1,000 years. If we meet a man today who said he had been on the planet 500 years, we would think that he was lying because our short lives of less than 100 years leads us to believe that it is false to think that people can live several hundred years. It is all in the food and drink that we put into our bodies that lengthens or shortens our lives. Stay away from poison food and drinks and eat to live. All right. I hope you got something out of that. I will give you guys the link again to order your own Eat to Live book. This book has really did things for my life. Well, changed my life. Not just did things, given me life and life more abundantly. That's what this book has done for me. following the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and eating right. Oh, it feels so good. And what a easy thing to do. Control what you're putting in your mouth. Ain't nobody holding you down like they did in slavery, breaking the teeth of the men out and pouring hog juice down their mouth. Ain't nobody doing that. So you ain't got to eat those bad things. Eat good things. And if you don't understand, just keep studying, keep reading. Follow me, Miss Blue, because I'm all about blue dealing and healing. Thank you.